This will be the project at hand. This pond dam is roughly 100 feet long. My thought is we're going to rip out the old drain first, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start way back here, and we're going to ramp down, 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 down. I'm going to go about 2 feet below that water level for our core, and I'm going to go straight across and ramp back up the other side, but I'm going to be sure to cut into virgin ground. Right there is a good little example of a pocket of not good dirt, and it also has roots in it. That tells you that that was topsoil, and it is not good for a core in the dam. I'm not found so far so much that I think it would have caused it to fail, but as that wood rots, it can cause some voids. See, like right there, that's not good. Let's just see how much of a fight this thing's going to put up. Not much. Just a quick update. This might be like a third or a quarter of a tri-axle dump truck load, maybe even just a single axle load of dirt that we lost when stripping the top of that dam off. But you can see, just tracking back and forth, I've got about I'd say about 12 inches of compaction. So I don't think the compaction on this dam was great, but I also don't think it was terrible. I think they really did put some effort into this. I think what I want to do is just go ahead and grab this section and just try to pull it straight out. Nope, no dice. Start on this side then. Oh, that's heavy. All right, you stay right there. Now, let's dig us a trench. And what I'll do this whole way across, that bucket's 36 inches wide. My roller is 50. So what is twice of 36? 72. So we'll go 2 bucket widths. All the way across here. You can almost see where I'm chasing about a foot below the original grade. I'm just chasing this slope right down in here, and what I'm doing is digging that clay that they pushed out of this pond area up onto the existing topsoil. See that? That's the layer that's on top of that good clay. But you can see this clay layer, that is what they pushed out of the good clay from the pond area. But then you get down to this roots and darker soil, it's almost black, and it smells awful. That's a no-no. See those roots right there? You've got to get those out. You've got to get lower. Even though you see clay, you need to get those roots out of your core trench. Let's see how much it takes to get these roots out down here. I don't know if how well you, yep, see there? Now that dirt's not bad. So I'm going to just dump it out here and kind of spread it out. Now I'm gonna grab that root mat, and I'm gonna sift through this twice. Once now, and then when I go to put the dirt back in, I'm gonna be even pickier about getting the roots out. Oh, look, big old frog. Did I kill him? Oh, no, I didn't kill him. He was dug into that mud down there. Look at that. Look at him. We saved him. Look at that. Here, buddy, I'll lose some dirt to help you. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll make sure he's gone before I dump anything else over there. There's our keyway. That's a trench. Heading out day number 2 to the pond project, and as you can see, it snowed here at the house. Oh, that's icy. Better skin her back a little bit. Dang, I'm spinning, boys. Spinning. This road up through here is always bad, even if we get just the tiniest little bit of weather. Ah, yes, a fine morning to start day number 2. I'm gonna get the excavator and roller warming up. I've already got the skid steer started. Got us plenty of dirt. If you can just imagine taking that whole thing and just sliding it over, same thing here. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna jump in the skid steer here and move all that old pipe from down there at the pond up to here so they can haul it out and get it out of my way. Jump pipe coming out. Welcome to day number 3, everybody. I got this side of the pond dam back up to grade. The middle, we've still got a little bit of a swag, and I gotta finish that other side. I'm gonna have to cut that dirt in a pretty good ways, but that's okay. So I'll be able to carry all this dirt over there. Big part of today is just gonna be a continuation of that last time lapse where I was raising the pond dam up. So we'll check in once the entire pond dam is up to grade. Have I ever told y'all how unstable these rollers are? They're even more unstable on unstable ground. Oh, got a low tire. I didn't want to waste too much time on the drama, but I'm hoping I can lift this thing's rear end and set it up on the level ground. I don't want that strap to break, that's for sure. All right, I'm just gonna inch my way along. I'm gonna pull forward with the excavator and then I'm gonna drive the roller forward until we get to terra firma. Go time. Perfect. All right, we got our dam up to the level we wanted at to grade. Now I'm going to take my time and roll it in one last time the safe way. Now the fun part, we get to start sloping this thing. Before we do any other fine tunings, the customer would like to see where the water level is going to be at, which makes perfect sense. I'm just going to give everything a good slicking up here, kind of leave everything with kind of a dressed look for him, make it a lot easier to make that decision. So this is our mark where we measured that we would have a good foot of dam going up to here. So we got to get that bubble just right. You can see we are dead on right there. Now let's take a quick little walk here. This is a low spot in the dam, so what's this? See, we need to bring that up about 6 inches. And then when we come over here, still about 6 inches. And then we get around to this side closer. This is all virgin ground, he tells me. I'm gonna come over kind of where the slope's gonna be. I love it's got like a countdown number situation. So there you go. Pretty consistent 6 inches around to about right here. And this is where we're gonna cut our dirt from. All I had to do is imagine the width of my skid steer and shoveling dirt. I'll probably have to do about 2 lifts. I could do it in 1, but I'm gonna do 2, I'd say. Where the roller is sitting, that's where we've got to start bringing grade up. We're gonna raise every bit of this little dam and around to kind of where I'm sitting, between 6 inches and a foot, depending on where it's at, but it's gonna be level. That way we can raise that water level up to, I don't know if you can see it, but right at the teeth of the bucket there, at the far side. We want to fill this thing up. I'm really happy with it. It's slicked up real nice over through there. The little T marks I've made here is just where I've struck a line where the water line's going to be at right there. Day number 5, and it's going to be a good one. I went around yesterday using my new laser, which how did I ever do without that now? And I painted these T's. And what I would do is wherever the grade stick matched up for water level, I would put a dot, and then I just made these kind of slash marks to make it easier to see all of them and visualize where the water line's going to go. What I've got to figure out now is what's going to be the best direction, since it was an afterthought to raise the water level, and to stay on budget, that pushed the pipe higher, and I did raise the grade of the dam by about a foot overall. So the inflow is going to be right here. What I'm going to do is come up to the crest of the dam. That way I can get a good straight pull on my string. Here's something for me to point out, okay? So this is going to be the drain pipe, but the kind of emergency overflow, which will actually kick in before the pipe is completely immersed, and I'll explain why later. What I've done is we got the water line comes through here to that. I built the dam up to there, and I built the edge of the pond, that wasn't really dam, around to there. We have this low area. Once the water level rises, what is that, about 18 inches, 20 inches? Actually, it may be. That pipe may be full. We'll have to see. Anyway, what will happen is water will rise, and instead of cresting the dam in the middle where it could really do damage, it's going to crest out and it's going to start leaching along this flat area, but it's low, around to here. And it's just going to wash out through there. I have 40 feet of pipe. I think I should be able to straddle that trench really well right there. All right, we'll just go up here to our other stick. Imagine that, buried material again. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of pick the angle that I'm gonna go in at. See how hard that is? That is so good. This is another reason I'm using my tooth bucket. I don't want a super smooth trench bottom. I want it I want to be able to rough it up as I go, so when I put my pipe in, I can mash it down into the ground and really get those corrugations packed in with dirt. Perfect. Good deal, good deal. So we don't go by this part. This is actually about an inch higher, and that's where our actual water level will be at. Just like so many other things in this business and life, don't forget the lube. You can't use too much, I can tell you that. Lube it up, run to the home line. You'll be good to go. Give her a little hug. Come on. There we go. All right, let's push her home. What in the world? Is this an ancient milk jug? It is a milk jug. I've just got to jump on the skid steer, push the rest of this really good clean clay in over this first segment, and then I'll just dress it up. We got our pipe in today, stayed pretty straight. I got all this slicked up. I'll walk y'all down here real quick. The water will terminate through here, but the overflow, you see that's a little bit higher and it dips down. It's real wide, so the water won't really tighten up till right here. And I mean, that's some good clay. Now all I've got to do is seed and straw. All right, folks, after about 2,000 times of stooping with this rubber mallet and driving these staples into this dam, I'm done, and I'm tired. I'm too old for this stuff. Or I'm just out of shape, one of the two. There's the water line marks one more time. So pretty much anything from probably a couple of feet below the white marks, you'll never be able to see it. And I didn't overlap the germination bedding. Usually you do, you start down here and you overlap them a little bit. I didn't overlap them just in case, as the water line comes up, if it gets close and it's filling up pretty quick, he can peel off those layers and get that. There's like a straw, like a fish netting type stuff. And I know he's wanting to stock this with fish, and he may want to pull this up, which he can do. The small lines will deteriorate pretty quick. It's these white lines that stick around and are a pain.